390,000. We did have a little bit of a reaction off of that to the upside, but it has since recovered. We did have a little spike. But that is the main news for the day. The rest of the news is yellow folders. We do have Bullard speaking, but that's later on tonight when the market's already closed. So it's been an interesting week so far. We've had the Fed interest rates go up 50 basis points on Wednesday, which the market reacted very well to. But then yesterday we had a massive drop. I believe it was the largest drop in the Nasdaq in one day since September 2020. So quite interesting. And if we go to the charts, we've got the ES. This is the massive move down yesterday on the ES, the NQ, the Russell, and the Dow, all four indexes. This is the VIX went straight up during that time. The dollar yesterday also went up as all of that was dropping. Crude is back up to 109, peaked up above 110 overnight with no signs of slowing down there. And gold spiked up on the news, but has since dropped, and yesterday dropped mightily while everything else was dropping. Franco was mentioning earlier before we got on that everything was in a liquidation mode. Maybe some margin calls getting triggered as well. And so again, just a quick homework is that trading is inherently risky and can result in the loss of capital, so please do not take our trades. We are here for educational purposes. Trade at your own risk. And with that, I turn it over to Franco.
Good morning, guys. Oh yeah, I don't see myself.
No.
Yeah. There you go. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Like I always do in the mornings. As you know already, I like to assess what the market direction for the day can be. And to do that, I do a sort of market context evaluation. And to do that, I check what currencies are doing, what they did overnight, what the dollar did, what the yen did, what the euro did, what bonds are doing, like U.S. government bonds. Basically, I try to weight safe havens versus risky assets, right? And when I do that, I have collected, quite a bit of data. So I get to know approximately what the direction for the day can be if the parameters are aligned in a certain way. Today we have two, by definition, safe havens, which is the dollar and the yen dropping, right? That doesn't mean that it's a risk on day at once, like because of that. So we have a collection of things that I see. Like if the dollar drops further and the yen keeps dropping, then yes, we might have an update, a bullish day for the equity markets. So I have the dollar dropping from its highs, and it's not very negative. It's not bearish. It's just flat. But before London, it went up on Frankfurt session, like between 2 and 3 a.m. and at 3 a.m. it started to drop and hasn't stopped since then. Same case for the yen, same, and the opposite case for the euro. So the euro was dropping during Frankfurt, and at London Open at 3 a.m. starting to, you know, go up, and it hasn't dropped since then. So when we have a day direction, if nothing changes, we stick to it, right? Also, we had a NFP better than expected, right? Even though that's a good number, for me, it's not a bullish for the market. For me, it's more kind of like a bearish for the market. That gives the Fed more reasons to be hawkish, hence tougher with the stock market, right? Europe is red across the board, so markets in Europe start dropping. Could be because they follow us from yesterday too. Asia closed very, very volatile to the downside, similar to what we had yesterday. CL, crude oil is up, not much, like 1% to 110. Metals are flat, steady, and the VIX is back up to 32. So VIX of 32 is very, very fun. Now, like I commented yesterday, my watch list yesterday was mostly red, and not only red, because I see red in my watch list. I have a universe of like 127 companies that I follow, and those were yesterday were red, right? But not only were red, but they were red big time. They were very, very volatile, like -2, 3%, and then I had like 45% of my watch list -2%. That's not very usual. As of today, I have like 60% of the watch list is red, and from 127, 60% is red, but of those 60%, like 40% is volatile. I mean, -2, -3%. Then the rest of the watch list is pretty much flat, between -0.5% to +1.5%. So I already commented on the NFP, and we're just 30 seconds to the bell. Bonds are dropping, so bonds dropping is also a is a bullish move for the stock market. But so bonds, yen, and dollar dropping is something that I consider very bullish, right? So what I want to see is what the market does, what the internal shows me. Because here's the thing. We just overnight, we just tapped yesterday's lows, which is the low for the year, right? So we've been holding this since February. So I don't want to short close to that low. I want to see a retracement and then short this thing. Alright, so I'm going to turn this to my trading page. There we go. And I'm going to start looking for signs, and I will comment. I will comment on what I see here. Now the ADD at the open was pretty neutral. Now it's dropping. It's just the first minute. The tick chart also dropped. Not extreme, but is dropping. This blue dotted line that you guys see there is the overnight low, and the blue dotted here is the overnight high. So what I want to see is we don't have any more news. We have a couple speakers today. Like we have who else? We have George Williams. No, he already went on.
One late in the afternoon at or in the evening at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, and we have we don't have much during the trading day. So what I want to see after the 30-minute candle closes at 10. That's a very critical time, because like I've said before, between 9:30 and 11:30, like 80% of the time is when the high or the low is created, right? So that means that could be a reversal or a continuation. So I want to recheck what the dollar is doing, what the yen is doing, and so on and so forth at 10. Because today for me is a very indecisive day. It's Friday, NFP. We had a huge drop yesterday. So we might have a continuation from yesterday, or we can just be flat for the day. We can be sideways for the rest of the day. Right now, the market is showing weakness, but like I've said before, we have to be very careful with these lows, because these lows is a line that we have had since February 24th. So this is the low that we've been holding for a couple months. Now we just broke the overnight, right? And if we're gonna have a very bearish day, we have to hold steady below this line. Alright, the 7-minute closes in 4 minutes, right? And I have the 3-minute is showing very a lot of weakness. Thick chart, weak. ADQD, weak, right? So I do have this area here. See how this goes. I'm gonna put here the 3-minute. It's more, I like better the 3-minute to see, and that's what and I want to see, like I've said before, I want to see all of the time frames that make me comfortable. I have the 30 minutes, the 5 minutes, the 3 and the 7. I show the 3 and the 7 because, believe it or not, those are my main screens. Those are the ones that I use to assess the trend. It's not that I care very much about the trend, but I care about what the internals tell me about the trend.
Order submitted.
Just one more minute in this 7-minute, right? I do have this area, right, that just formed, and the 7-minute is aggressively going down, like big time. We might have a liquidation day today too. Look, when people get margin calls and they cannot fulfill those margins, they cannot, respond. Just the broker is gonna close out your position. So the type of day we had yesterday, minus 6% at some point in the Nasdaq, shows that a lot of people were liquidated yesterday. All right, 25 seconds for this 7-minute to close, right? And I want to see retracement. There we go. My mindset right now is, how do I get on in this this drop, right? That's what I want to see. I don't want to just jump in, because look guys, every time the market drops, it attracts a lot of buyers, right? It shows that the market might be more cheap, right? So every time the market drops 5-6%, it attracts a lot of buyers, like smart buyers, right? So every time we break a low, that might attract more buyers. So what I want to see is a retracement. If I want to try to short this thing safe, like more safe, right? I don't want to short at the lows and then a big buyer comes in and blows in my face. So I do have that order, 12,675. We were talking like we had orders yesterday that were not filled in, right? And the risk was so low. I was telling George, like, damn, I was risking like 6 points, 7 points in NQ, and the VIX is at 32, so I need to adapt and try to risk a little bit more, because the volatility is so high that, look at that, like one candle of 500 share bars is around 35 points.
The ADD continues to decrease.
Yeah, he's dying.
Extreme lows, not as low as yesterday, but it's making its way there, certainly on the NQ. And the ticks are at extreme lows as well.
And we have now, wow, my watch list is very volatile right now. Like, I have
volatile,
very volatile. Like, I have Under Armour dropping 25%. I have GoPro minus 20%, Carvana minus 14%, Wayfair minus 10%, Piton minus 9%, Coinbase minus 7%, Lyft minus 9%. Wow. I wouldn't like to go long right now. Like it's very, very, very weak. That's a good thing about my trading. I wouldn't go long as of right now at any point, but I want to see like like a spike and then a retracement to the zone. All right, so our trade might get filled in this candle. Now the red line that I have there is a resistance point. It's not a supply that I have drawn there. I have the supply here, and after that I have a supply here, up here, but with the weakness that we have experienced yesterday, if it gets back in here, I would like to see another supply form before I trade this limit. Is it very probable that the market will drop today 2-3%? I don't see it. Like I don't. It's not the high probability, but it is certainly possible. After a drop of 6% yesterday, 2% today, we don't have that quite of news. We just have normal sell-off, like people are selling. That might have been the retracement. This is amazing. So weak. It's so weak. Like it doesn't go up at all. I might have to keep waiting, guys, till this order gets filled, if it ever gets filled. I told George I missed a couple trades yesterday and the day before, and I told George, look, I've been very conservative. I need to be more aggressive in trying to join this trend, right? But here's the thing. When we have a drop and the market suddenly start to buy this thing out, shorts start to cover. And when the shorts start to cover, or shorts are being stopped out, the retracements are brutal. I don't want to get caught in those retracements. I just want to try to trade my plan the best I can. Now it's creating a supply in the 7-minute. Although this candle is very young. If I have oh, it's 948. 948, and then I can see the dollar is holding, right? The yen changed. The yen changed. So the yen started to go up. Dollar's holding, the yen changed. So we start to see more like a risk off type of day. Dollar's flat, yen is kind of bullish. The bonds start to go up, right? Now I want to see what gold is doing. Let me see what gold is doing. Gold is flat, silver is flat, and the VIX is spiking. Wow, 35 for the VIX. Now we start to see more fear. Now we start to see more fear into the market, right? Wow, Roblox, $27, $27.90. minus 8%. We're seeing type of liquidation now. ARK investing minus 6%. Damn.
The tick charts are incredible. The tick chart for the ES hasn't come above negative 300.
Yeah. This is a lot going on.
And negative 100 on the NQ.
Mm-hmm.
So either this is one hell of a fake out, or esto va para abajo.
I will be very impressed if we have a super down day today. After the day we had yesterday. Not very easy. 12,500, bro. Oh, damn. Will be like 25% of the highs, right?
10-year bonds are above 3%.
Yeah, 10-year bond. The 10-year bond yield is 307, 308, 308. For those who don't know what happens when the bond yields go up, the bond yields is quote unquote the risk-free rate. If you want something that has zero risk, is a 10-year bond, right? So if an investor goes to the broker and tells them, look, I want to invest in something, but I don't want to lose my money. So the broker, the only thing that they can offer is the government bond, right? Like a serious government bond. But let's talk about the U.S. government bonds. So the 10-year bond pay you 3.08% a year, which is very marginal for a lot of people, but for a big fund, a wealth fund, is getting attractive right now, because stocks have a certain risk, right? So the majority of the money are in government bonds. Now, what happens when the risk-free rate goes up, right? Investor hesitate, right, into going into more risk, because they can go to risk-free assets, right? And they're good with the the payout. So every time the risk-free rate goes up, right, the risky assets devaluate, go down in price, because investors prefer risk-free assets, right? So that's a dynamic. That's why tech stocks tend to be more sensitive to the yields, because tech is always more risk, right? Tech stocks are always more risky. And clearly you can see, look at my watch list, you can see the ones that are really liquidating are companies that are either not profitable right now, or they have very low cash flow. RH, Moderna, Uber, DocuSign, ARC, Matterport, Roku, Lulu, Etsy, Roblox, Lyft, Toast, Coin, Affirm, Python, Wayfair. Those are companies that have negative cash flows. That doesn't mean it's a bad company. It's just a company that is in the baby stages, right?
In a growth stage.
Yeah. So they're just starting to grow. They're good companies, but they might still be losing money, right? And in a recession, guess what? They lose more money. Airbnb, minus 6%. So my question is, how do I get into this thing? That's my as of right now, the 30-minute has 5 more minutes to close, and we might have an opportunity for this to do this, and then this, right? So that's 674, 674. That will put me like 3/4. Yeah, it's not a bad point. The overnight pivot is 12,703. So my zone is 674. I'll be front running that pivot. In reality, seeing what the internals are doing, it's hard for me to believe that the retracement is going to go to the pivot, to the overnight pivot. I mean, like, not the pivot from like few days ago. Oh no, that's yesterday's pivot. Yeah. Three more minutes for this candle to close. Wow, R2Y straight. Well, all of them, but R2Y is amazing. R2Y is 1820 right now, George. is around 30% of the highs.
Yeah, it's broken some very important support levels over the last few months.
It's 26% above the highs. Wow. I guess we're going into recession. Today's move is very deflationary, by the way. A lot of wealth is being destroyed these days. Like I've said about the NFP, the non-farm payroll number, yes, it came better than expected, and we already know we have a tight labor market. Like, there's a lot of competitiveness out in the street, and workers are quitting and getting, better jobs, better salaries. But that's not very bullish for the stock market, because that give more reasons to the Fed to be hawkish. Being hawkish means being more aggressive, raising rates and tightening more aggressively. So that is not very good for what is going on right now. Whereas if we had a bad number, meaning if the goal was, if the estimate was, I don't know, 400,000, and then we have 200,000, that means that the labor market is not very tight. So that probably can give the Fed a reason to, back down and say, all right, I'm not going to be so aggressive, right? Because people, the employment market can suffer with our measures, right? But they don't care. As of right now, they have said they don't care that the American economy is strong in that regard, the employment, and that we can afford the rate hikes. So we have a new 4-hour candle, we have a new 30-minute candle, right? New hour candle. So I want to try to time this thing using the internals. So right now, tick is positive. This thing is being bought. So I want to see this high being broken, like 606, 652. 7-minute candle is 4 minutes more to go. Wow. NQ is holding there while the YM is already dropping and the ES is dropping, so NQ might not be the weakest one right now. PayPal is 81. The rule number, that's below the pandemic low. Rule number 1, George, is 75, the first level, and the second level is like 44.
So time to sell puts. Close.
Yes, but yeah, this would be a very nice business for me. The VIX is today at 35. I'm gonna see how much the put pays. My computer is exploding, bro. The blower does not shut up. Alright, if I want to see... Well, I can... Look. I can sell the 60. June 17 expiration. It'll pay me 6,000 divided by 6,000 divided by 112. $23% for the year. Alright, what do you say about the ADQD right now? Starting to go up, right? See how these zone work. Alright, there you go. So I have the 7-minute closing. I like this. I like this. I want this to go up without going down. These two. If they go up, I have the chance for it to create a very like a bearish hammer. Like if it goes up from here, damn. If it goes up from here and does this, great. I don't like this to open up and go down and then this because it has the push. So right now looks more like a normal retracement. And like I've said before, guys, every single trade is a rolling the dice. So my concern is over the large numbers, right? Obviously, we went so oversold that buyers came in.
Order filled.
So we're in this trade, right? A lot of volatility there. Yeah, does not look good. Yeah, we're stopped out again. We're stopped out to the tick. And oh, market is tough. Mr. Market is very, very, very tough. Look at that. Huh? I didn't give some wiggle room though. Oh shit. That was a great idea for me to sell. I sold, but somehow they stopped me out to the tick, right? Volatility, and then it goes to, I'll be like, what, 2 to 3? George.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 2 to 1 right now. Oh my god. There he goes. That's my target. I don't want to. What can you say about this, bro? Huh? Oh my god. It is what it is. It is what it is, guys. It's the way it works. Sometimes this thing happens. I haven't had a really good week. I've lost a bunch of trades. Yesterday's was the same. They stopped me out because of the volatility. Today, I guess, it was the same. So I need to assess this better, like try to get a good risk within the parameters for the market. I guess you took it, right?
Yeah. I had a larger stop.
Damn, I cannot believe this, man.
So it's
Bro, this took me out.
It's still not a 2 to 1 yet for me.
This took me out for 1 point.
That's 2 to 1 there.
I went straight to my target. I guess this is a very important learning experience for me. What is this thing doing? Ooh, I want to take this short. I don't want to. Oh damn! I didn't have time. Wow, it's so fast.
Yeah, it's.
Huh? Damn.
It's quite volatile right now.
It's very volatile. Oh, new 3-minute. New 3-minute. And the 7-minute is a doji though. It's 30 seconds for the 7-minute to open. So I want to wait for it to open, and when it opens up, to the upside, I will try to short this thing. $18 seconds for this candle to open. So it's not in a bad area. Only buyers are starting to show up. Oh, there we go. I want to see the 7-minute going up and not blowing the I want the 7-minute to go up and don't blow the zone. I want to see the 7-minute to go up and don't blow the zone. But the tick is on the negative side. Yeah. Yeah. It blew the zone. I didn't get into this trade. Why? Because I was watching the tick. The tick was low. Since the tick was low, I didn't want to engage in this trade. So we're back to the overnight low, right? They stopped me out here. I was stopped out here in this trade, right? But it went straight to my target. We didn't get to the overnight low. The overnight low is going to be a sensitive point regardless. I want to get over this zone. I want to just move on and try to find another trade. I don't want to be stuck into this. ADQD start to like go up a bit. Now tick chart is spending more time on the positive side. That means aggressive buying is going on. And it makes sense. Like for me, having a 2 days in a row like yesterday's day, I mean, for me, it's very unlikely. That I'm not saying it cannot happen, but it's very unlikely. Now, I'm not so sure about taking longs here. I might have something here. Okay, yen is back. It's back down. Dollar is back down. So well, what do you think is a good wiggle room? Like 5 points?
On NQ?
Just
Oh, beyond your zone? You're saying?
Yeah, because I always stopped out for 1 point.
Yeah.
Like it went straight to my target. It was a 5-to-1 trade. Look at this.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's get some luck. Now here's a zone that was like I've said, like I want to see this zone is something that was created at the open, right? If it's going to be filled like in the next hour, I don't trust these zones very much. I want to see here something that is created freshly, or it breaks the high and then drop. Then I'll be more. Yeah, there you go. I knew that. Like 90% of the time, these zones get blown.
Gone. Gone.
Yeah. Like I said, look, we were 2.5% negative. Now we're almost flat. Every time the market drops, it brings buyer. So the retracements are brutal because people that are shorting aggressively needs to cover, right? That doesn't happen higher, right? But in a bear market, and I'm saying bear market, but like in a down move, the retracements are brutal because a lot of shorting is going on, and those shorts mostly are traders. They're not investors. Nobody invests to the short side, right? So that's why the moves on the the retracement on the move down are brutal. I don't want to get caught on those moves. Can I take cover a little bit here? ¿Me escucha? En el canal. I'm trying to mute this, but it didn't work. Take over for 5 minutes, please. Aggressive buying. Europe has 30 more minutes to close, and wow, it's very, very bearish though. I guess that was short covering. That was short covering. And aggressive selling here. Five minutes, 7 minutes, and 5 minutes and 7 minutes are showing a very bullish pattern. The 30, not so much. Hasn't broken the overnight high yet, and there is a lot of volume in this candle. On the 3 minute, it's just sideways there. I love the 7 minutes for some reason. The ADQD is like it's been ranging for the last 5 minutes. I'm stuck in trades here. I'm trying to find some opportunities. Any comments, Serge?
No. I'm looking for a silent mouse and keyboard. So you can hear every click that I make.
Oh, really? So you want to buy this one? It's pretty good.
This one what? No, a silent one.
What?
Because you can hear every roll of the mouse on the microphone.
Mine?
Mine. I mean yours as well, but.
I guess the microphone is very sensitive. Alright. New 30-minute in 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Retracement to the upside. See if we can short this. Which is this?
Order submitted.
$500.
Order canceled.
Alright. I'm starting to see more like a downside here. There's a chance of more downside. And my question is where I can trade this thing. If I think it can go back down, where can I get in? That's the right question. So right now, we have this, and then we have, I have this area. I don't want to see this area to be, I don't want the price to be here in the next 2 minutes. Why? Because if it comes on the next 2 minutes, that means the 7 minute is going to be a very bullish candle. Close, very near the close of the candle. I don't like that. So instead of that, I want this to close around here, right? And then the next candle just open, shut up, and then this. That's how I see this. I want this candle to be a very, very bullish candle. I want this to be either neutral or a bearish candle. Why? Because my experience tells me that when a candle picks up a direction, the last 10% to 20% of the time for the candle, let's say if it's 7 minutes, the last 1.5 minutes is gonna go in the same direction. Not always is the same, but the majority of the time. So my analysis here, I don't want to fight the candle or the 7 minute candle the last minute. I don't want to go short when the candle is closing bullish. That helps me with the timing. Now ADQD is in a range right now. There we go. The 7-minute is closing red. Nice. Nice. After this candle, I want to see a retracement. See if I can get filled in this. This marker is getting tougher and tougher.
Order submitted. Order canceled.
Alright, here, there we go. If I see an explosive move here to the downside, can be an opportunity for me to take. There you go, 3.
You like that 718 level?
718. Yeah, no, it's not my favorite, but yeah, I would consider it. The thing is that the tick is in the low side. I want to see the 7-minute turning, not bullish, but like on the more bull. It's just 8 minute, of this 30-minute candle. ADQD is confirming the downtrend, and the tick chart is very, very weak, extremely oversold. Here I marked off this demand where the spike has started, but I'm very skeptical. I wouldn't trade this long as of right now. You take it?
Yeah.
You want me to draw your zone, my zones, and then you take all the trades? Instead of me not taking them. Huh? The fuck? Like, look at the long. Look at the fucking long. Huh?
I didn't even see that. I didn't see that one, but I took the short on the 718. I made my zone a little bigger though, so
So what's your 2
it
to 1?
hasn't gone 1-to-1 yet.
It hasn't gone 1 to 1?
No.
Ooh.
I had a 35-point zone.
Where did mine go?
That's like the ATR on a 5-minute candle.
I
It's
know.
not even.
It's outrageous. Yeah. It's outrageous.
Oh, no. Actually.
What?
No. The outrageous thing is the ATR on a 2-minute candle. I'm sorry. The ATR on a 2-minute candle is 54 points.
I figure.
There, I went 1-to-1. To the tick.
I guess to trade this market, I gotta lower my standards. I don't want to do that.
Explain.
Be more flexible. Like I've had that. I have had the long. I've had. Look, I know your zone was 35 points, but mine was barely 15 points, so I could have gotten 3 to 1. And from here to the low is almost 50 points. So the 3-minute is kind of like a bullish candle. See how this goes. Buyer showed up here. Buyer showed up here. And this is the perfect trap trader setup. This long against the trend. That's a perfect trap trader setup. Wow. Wow.
That is volatile. Even the ES went 10 points in
2 seconds.
10 seconds.
Order submitted. Order canceled. Order submitted.
Now I can tell this is very bullish.
Order canceled. Order submitted. Order canceled.
What a terrible demand zone you drew out.
It is what it is. Yeah, I need to live with it. I need to learn how to miss trades and not being affected by them. So that's the thing. If I let them to affect me, that's very bad.
Ricardo messaged,
What do you think?
I've done scalping, positive outcome, but really I'm waiting for the market to reach the high of the after hours or the low of the day. Between those limits, a no trade zone for me, as it is too difficult.
Yeah, it's very volatile today. It's very, very volatile. Like it's not hard. It's been hard for me this week. Like I got stopped out for 1 point, 5-to-1 trade. It is what it is. I don't want to overcomplicate this because trading is if you make it complicated, I mean it's hard enough. It's hard enough. But it's better if you make it simple. Obviously, sellers are showing up there around the overnight. Oh, this is yeah, that's the overnight. Like I've said, it's gonna be hard for me to believe that we can have a very down day today after the day we had yesterday, or anything is possible. Europe closes in 9 minutes, so after Europe closes, we might have a more steady trend. Yeah, Europe is down big time. To get rid of this. Wow. Comes so cool. One more minute for this 30 to close. And the index is flat as of right now. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna leave it like this. I'm very skeptical of this market. I'm gonna leave the dollar is going down, but it's in demand right now, and the yen the same. So we'll see what happens, and we'll be here back Monday, 9:30.
What were your results today, Franco?
-1. -1.
-1R.
-1R. Yes.
We're here to trade live, guys. We're not going to hide it. Winners and losers. That's why we're here. So have a good weekend. And we'll see you guys on Monday.
See you.